ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe for more things.
I don't know where the head went. Hey, what's up you guys? Shartimus Prime here, doing another not Marvel Legends action figure review. This is a mod video on how to touch up the ears on the Tiger Stripe Wolverine figure from the Apocalypse Wave. If you're trying to pick up the set, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And I gotta give a big thanks to Hasbro for sending this figure my way. I actually got 2 of these from Hasbro, one of which I'm doing a giveaway for. Details on that are in the description below, so check that out if you want to support the channel. Now this figure right here, I first reviewed on June 23rd, and I had modified mine shortly after. So here's my figure. This is the second one, which I'm keeping for myself because I want to change this up in a different way and I don't want to ruin this one right here. But as you can see, the ears look pretty good, right? I think they look good, right? They've held up since June 23rd. I feel like they kind of went back in just a little bit since then, but for the most part, I don't think they look too bad. So I'm fairly happy with how these held up since June 23rd, and today is September 12th. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. All right, so this is how I crack my figures open. I use the X-Acto knife a lot of the time, and I like to cut on the right side because for whatever reason Hasbro's made it easier for you to take the figures out from the right. If I'm really desperate, I just peel the tape right over here and I'll just like take it apart like that, you know. But for right now, because we're doing a video, you go the easy way and then just cut the slit right there and then rip that up right now. Nice art, by the way. It looks like Mike Diodato Jr. to me. Could be wrong. But anyway, taking this out and looking at the figure, you know, get that all tossed to the side. You can see that the head is just not looking right to me. Those ears on the mask are just way too close to each other. That really does bother me quite a bit. The modification I'm going to make on one of these, and this is why I'm having 2 for myself, is because I want to get some paint on the arms right there because I think that looks great. So that's something I'll save for another time. It looks like this bicep is trying to come apart. A little extra blue right there. I just like checking out the QC details on this because, you know, there's little blue splotches which I didn't see on my other version. And by the way, I also modded my other version just by swapping out the claws from the SDCC version, which looks amazing. I love how that looks. But yeah, so what I did here is I just heated this up with a hair dryer, and then I just peeled them back and then ran them under cold water, and you could see the difference between the 2 of them. And I think that actually really does make a difference for me. This just looks better. As you can see, they've fallen a little bit inward since I originally did it, but they're still holding up pretty well. So what I did, again, hair dryer, cold water, so that's going to mean we need to go to the bathroom! It's echoey in here. Fun fact, this house that we live in was built the same year that Spider-Man was born. But anyway, I'm holding this over the sink because I like to use the cold water quickly. Typically, you do want to keep a hair dryer away from water, so be careful with that. And here we go. So I got it on high heat on the hair dryer. And I decided to spare you guys the sound of the hair dryer. There are different ways to go about this, by the way. You could heat up some water in a microwave. You could try that, but this is my method over here. One thing worth noting is you could see the plastic automatically going into the shape that we're looking for over here, even before I apply the cold water. Okay, that is really soft, and I just dropped a claw. Be careful. Yeah, you could do this by putting the head on a pencil or something, but here we go. So this is the tricky part, is you want to use your 2 index fingers to hold the position that you want. That's what I'm going with. I'm splaying them out like that. Try to get them as even as possible. Use your best judgment here. And water. Just pulling the cold water over the ears to get that look that we all know. And then get the back of the ears so that you get some cold water holding it into position, and that is looking pretty good. And you can do this several times if you want, you know, like say you messed up and one ear is sticking way out farther than the other, and I'm just trying to cool this figure down as much as possible. And yeah, it's feeling nice and stiff now and no longer feels all warped. It's pretty good. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And then you can just dry off your figure with a towel. That's easy to do. Blammo! Not looking too bad. Let's get a closer look. So yeah, here's a closer look at it, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm much happier with this. This is really not too bad. Comparing it to the one I modded earlier, so you could see that the ears are sticking out a little farther away on this new figure. So I am kind of liking that a little bit more so, but they look more or less the same. You know, they both look better than how the figure looked just out of the packaging. So yeah, not too difficult of a modification, right? Not too bad at all. I think it just adds a lot to the figure. It just makes it a much better figure if you just take that one extra little step right there. A lot of people could be upset about, you know, hey, Hasbro should have done this instead, you know, and yeah, I could see where you're coming from with that, but at the same time, you know, stuff like that happens in the packaging, and yeah, I think it's overall pretty amazing. I mean, really, I do think this is the best Wolverine figure out there that exists. I mean, this thing is just remarkable. I'm just super pleased with it. The fact that you can move the claws just a little bit like that too, that just really helps a lot. You know, again, I wish they had used the same kind of metallic claws that they had for the STCC X-Force version, especially because I know they're bringing back that metallic look for the new Archangel figure that's coming out. So wish they had included that with this over here, but hey, they'll probably include it with another figure later on down the road, you know. But yeah, I love this figure. I'm happy to have two of them. Feel very, very lucky. Again, details on the giveaway in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Please hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I'll catch you guys later on the Twitch, hopefully. I'm going to jump on Twitch right now. Yeah, because I'm looking forward to playing some PS4 Spider-Man. So hope to see you on the Twitch. Link in the description below for that. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot. Your face is set. We're shot.